Okay, y'all, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about sunscreen. Skin cancer is a real thing, and it affects more than people with albinism. Anyone can get skin cancer, but in our case, we're more susceptible to it because of the fact that we lack melanin pigment. So it's especially important for us to protect our skin, to stay away from the sun's UV lights, and to ensure that we are protected with protective clothing, as well as other things like wearing our sunglasses. Some people wear hats and use umbrellas. Any type of anything that will help shield us from the sun when we're going to be outdoors, we will use it. And the primary one that we really should use, according to doctors and medical professionals' point of view, is sunscreen, specifically with high SPFs over 30, because this will ensure that our skin is protected and we apply it as much as necessary. So if you live in a country like America or any other where these items are readily accessible to you, then you don't really have a problem with getting them. Any one of us can go to our local drugstore or super center and get sunscreen, get an umbrella, go and get clothing and things of that nature to help us be protected throughout the summer months. But then there's also those who don't have that accessibility. You have many people with albinism who live in areas where the governments and local leaders and communities do everything in their power to withhold these resources from them. Therefore, the rates of them dying from skin cancer and also developing different welts and all types of skin issues due to the sun exposure being so extreme on their bodies is much greater. And that is why it is important for us to demand our rights. It's important for us to protect our skin, and not only that, but preserve our lives. All of these things work in connection with one another. That is why it is so important for all of us to use our voices to amplify this cause so that more people with albinism can have the resources that they need to live a healthy, viable life. Again, we're not the only people who can develop skin cancer. We're not the only ones who suffer from different skin issues and diseases due to the sun's UV rays, but we are more susceptible. We're often on the front line of it when it comes down to that due to our lack of melanin pigment. So if you want to be involved, if you want to give, if you want to find out different ways that you could help make a person with albinism's life a lot better, then I'm going to list the organizations again down in the description box below, so that way you can give sunscreen, sunglasses, protective clothing like long sleeves or t-shirts or bucket hats or anything else that you see is necessary for skin protection, specifically in the summer months. Then you can reach out to these organizations and they will help you with getting that information, as well as showing you how you can send these items so that they can be received on the other end for those who need them. Thank you all so much for all of your, just everything that y'all have done on today to make sure that this world knows that albinism rocks. I hope that you learned something that you didn't know already about people with albinism, and more importantly, I hope that you realize that we are all in this earth together. For those of us who have been born